to access Article 53. Every child has a right to education, and actually it is compulsory right. So, Sion, am I right? It is compulsory. Yeah? And then I believe 53 says that the youth, young people, should also have access to education. That is what we, our nation, should be doing to ensure that these rights are achieved. That is extremely important. But the one that I love most is very early in the Constitution, known as Article 11, which really says that we are who we are because of our culture. And therefore, we promote science, we promote history, we promote all the aspects to ensure that. So when we converse and engage with education, let's just keep in mind that it is extremely necessary for us to really understand and to ask ourselves, how is the education sector going to drive and create the future that we need as a country? Obviously, everything has a challenge. And education sector, it wasn't that easy. Because as we assessed the education sector, we noticed that there were challenges. Okay? And by the way, the team that did this work, I really must take this opportunity to appreciate all of you. Okay? I couldn't see you. How is Eldoret, by the way? Very good. He's a very distinguished engineer from the University of Eldoret. Also used to be the CEO of the Commission for University Education. And way back, if I remember, way back 1999, you were secretary to the commission that was the Koech Commission, is it? That was examining education within Kenya. By the way, there have been a lot of commissions that have been done doing this. Let me just not talk too much, but let me indicate that there are some challenges that we noticed. And Your Excellency, I think it's important to share this with you. Issue of access is extremely necessary. Issue of transitioning of learners from early childhood to primary, to secondary, to the university. To me, if we want to be a country that will be a major developed country, and we can do that by the end of 5 years that we are approaching, because our HDI can raise very fast if we focus on education. And therefore, to me, education is very important. Proper transitioning, 100% transitioning is extremely important to ensure that every young person, whether from marginalized communities or from wherever, have access to quality education, I think is extremely important. The second thing is, as people are transitioning, there are obviously challenges. And one of the challenges that, and we discussed in the team, the question of, we normally allow transitioning to take place depending on performance in examinations. And therefore, sometimes those who don't perform very well have a challenge. We think that we must refocus and say, even if somebody is transiting from secondary school to university, is it necessary that they must have a cutoff point, Professor Some, of a particular grade? Is indeed necessary for us to rethink of alternative criteria, alternative competencies that are needed, but they are very essential. I should now like, these are just general comments, I want to thank everybody. I want to thank all